Well, it's time for the panel that was once carted off to mortality after Jason Falinski lost his seat, but we had to bring it back in 2023. And what better way to... Well, we're not ending the political year at Sky News. We go through to the 31st and start again on January 1, but we're signing off in this panel at least. I'm talking about, of course, Patrick Gorman, the Assistant Minister of the Prime Minister, and New South Wales Liberal Party President Jason Falinski. Gentlemen, thanks both for your time. Let's just get a little bit of politics out of the way before we talk about the year that's been. Wine tasting, first of all, Jason. Is this the crime of the century from the Prime Minister? Well, we're just going to ban Prime Ministers from taking holidays altogether now. Is that the next step?
Damn right, Tom. It's about time they started doing some work, these Prime Ministers. Mate, this guy's probably had a weekend off this year. It's appalling. And can I say, before Patrick gets in, wine tasting, that's one set of door knocking that I'd be willing to do.
Great of you to volunteer. I'm picking up, it's not your number one attack point. Jason, do you want to have a serious comment on this? Because some of your former colleagues are saying he's out of touch because the price of some of the bottles he was tasting was not exactly, Jacob's Creek level, if I may be so disparaging.
Tom, look, if you want to be serious about it, I'm happy to do that. We have some real challenges in Australia, both now and the next 18 months to 2 years. We need a government that's engaged with those challenges on behalf of the Australian people. I don't think this is indicative of a Prime Minister who's not working hard or is not taking his job seriously. There are other indications of that, and I think it's entirely fine for a Prime Minister to go to a region that has been so successful in earning foreign income from Australia, that's created a lot of employment and that's put Australia culture, frankly, on the map. When you go to large parts of Asia and you talk about getting a premium bottle of wine, they're almost always referring not to French wine, but to Australian wine. We're held in very high regard around the world for both our food and wine. That's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. And I don't think it's wrong for a national leader to be part of promoting that.
So, Pat, were you squeamish at all when you were reading? Apparently, he was tasting the I don't know if it was the best wine, the most expensive, $500 a bottle.
Oh, well, I think for the wineries of the Margaret River region, they will always be proud to show off their product. As Jason just said, it's a great part of our export industry, a great part of our tourism industry, creates thousands of jobs. I checked this morning, there's 403 wineries in Western Australia, all of them fantastic, and I think Jason just kind of gave a great plug to the wineries of WA, noting that it is where the best wine in the world comes from, not just Australia, but specifically Western Australia. And I did think this attack was of all of the attacks, I mean, does anyone seriously think that Michaelia Cash, Peter Dutton are sitting around with the Hills Hoist playing Goon of Fortune over Christmas? I mean, seriously.
Well done.
So Patrick, there are 403. So Patrick, there are 403 wineries in Western Australia.
I can't get you a bottle from each of them, Jason. I'm sorry to say, but I'll maybe send you one for Christmas.
No, Patrick. I was going to say that's a lot of door knocking.
Bosses maybe
do you need any help
watching Jason? I can see you two on a tour, after a few too many Sauvignon Blancs, Jason, saying, the Teals were mean to me, and Patrick saying, I should be Prime Minister. This is good. I like this. All right, if they're watching, I can see
Tom,
this.
you should be Prime Minister, I agree. But let's try this. Let's take this panel on the road next year. We'll go to Vincent Wine Bar in my electorate.
That sounds good.
I'm sure it'll rival the best of the Sky late night programming.
All right, there's a promise. We might have to figure out a sponsor.
So, Tom...
Are you going to pay your own way to get to Perth,
Patrick has just given you 400 interviews. We take this show on the road, 400 wineries. That's a year, really, maybe even into 2025.
That's about 2 years' worth of shows. It wouldn't be repetitive at all.